Dear students, welcome to this next section where we will be talking of single input unbalanced output differential amplifier. So this is the last of these configurations which we are talking of. So the resources are from Ramakant Gaikwad, Op-amps and linear integrated circuits, and second one by Franco, design with operational amplifiers and analog integrated circuits. This differential amplifier configuration is not commonly used for several reasons. Number one is, although identical to common emitter amplifier, it not only requires more components but also yields less voltage gain than the former one. Second one is, there exists a DC output voltage without any input signal applied. So in this configuration, an input signal can be applied to the base of either of the transistors and the output can be measured at either collectors. So in the next figure, you will be seeing that input is applied to transistor Q1 and output is measured at collector of transistor Q2. So here you can see that input is applied to the base of transistor 1 and output is taken from the collector of transistor 2 versus ground. So that is the reason this is called unbalanced output, and input is 1, that is why it is single input. So the DC equivalent circuit for this configuration is identical to the all other configurations. So the ICQ and the VCEQ equations remains the same, and they are ICQ is equal to VEE minus VBE over 2RE plus RN by beta DC. Similarly, VCEQ is equal to VCC plus VBE minus RC into ICQ. So next we will be talking of AC analysis, and the AC equivalent circuit of single input unbalanced output differential amplifier is shown. You can see the VCC and VEE are replaced by ground. So firstly we need to calculate the voltage gain of this configuration, and we know that the output for the single input unbalanced output amplifier is now taken from the collector of second transistor and ground. Also the only one input is there, that is shown here in this circuit. Now the output Vout is equal to Vc2, which is equal to RC into IC2, or equivalently we can say it as RC IC1, since IE, that is the emitter current, is nearly equal to the collector current. Now this is the circuit depicting the equivalent circuit, and as we have already done, we will be talking of two loops, loop 1 and 2. So this is the input output relationship for this configuration. Vin is the input and output is the amplified version of Vin in phase, because it is taken from the collector of second transistor, that is Vc2. So as we have already done, the analysis is same, but for your convenience I am doing it once again, that we have to write the Kirchhoff's voltage equations for this loop 1 and loop 2. This is the same analysis we did in the previous configuration of single input unbalanced output. Only the difference is, in case of balanced output we have taken the output from here, but now in case of unbalanced we are taking the output from C2 to ground. So for loop 1 we can write Kirchhoff voltage equation as V in minus R I in IB1 minus small re into IE1. So this is V in, R in, this is the current IB1, small re into IE1 and Re into capital IE, where capital IE is IE1 minus IE2. Similarly, for the second loop, V in minus R in into IB minus Re into IE1 minus Re into IE2. This is for this second loop. We also know IB1 is equal to IE1 over beta DC and IB2 is equal to IE2 upon beta DC. So when we put these values here, it becomes V in minus R in into IE by beta DC minus RE into IE1 minus capital RE into IE1 minus IE2. For the second equation, V in is equal to R in into IE1 upon beta DC minus RE into IE1 minus RE into IE2 is equal to 0. So these are the two equations simplified after writing KVL. So we know generally R in by beta DC is very small, therefore we can neglect it, and rearranging the above equation we get small re plus capital RE into IE1 minus capital RE into IE2 is equal to V in. Second equation becomes small re into IE1 plus small re into IE2 is equal to V in. Now we have to solve these equations for IE1 and IE2, and as previously done we will be using the Cramer's rule to solve these equations. So we get IE1 by using Cramer's rule as small re plus capital RE into V in over small re into small re plus 2 times capital RE. This is what we did in the previous case also. Now the IE2 becomes RE into V in over small re into small re plus 2 times capital RE. These are the values of IE1 and IE2. The output voltage is now the voltage at the collector of second transistor, that is VC2. From the figure it is obvious V0 is RC2 into IC2, which is equal to RC into IE2, since IE is nearly equal to IC. So we have to substitute the value of IE2 here. So V0 becomes RC into capital RE into V in over small re into small re plus 2 times capital RE. Now we also know that capital RE is much greater than small re. So we get output voltage as RC by 2RE into V in. From here we get the voltage gain as RC by 2RE. So we also see here the input output relation for the single input unbalanced output configuration, that it is amplifying, and the output at VC2 is nothing but amplified version of V in, which is in phase. We will be summing up the properties of all the differential amplifier configurations. So first one is dual input balanced output. So we have two inputs and the output is taken from the collectors of these two transistors Q1 and Q2. The gain becomes RC by RE. Input resistance RI1 and RI2 both are 2 beta AC into small re, and the output resistance RO1 and RO2 both are RC, that is the collector resistance. Second one is dual input unbalanced output. So two inputs and the output is taken from the transistor Q2, the collector of transistor Q2. So gain is half that of the earlier configuration, RC by 2 RE. Input resistances are same, 2 beta AC into RE in both the cases of RI1 and RI2, and output resistance now is RC, that is the collector resistance of second transistor. Coming to single input balanced output, now we are having one input Vin and output is taken from the collector of these two transistors, that is the reason it is called balanced. Gain is RC by RE. Input resistance 2 beta AC into RE. Output resistance RO1, RO2 as RC. The last one is single input unbalanced output. So input is single here, unbalanced output mana we are talking of the output of transistor Q2 with respect to ground, that is the collector of transistor Q2 with respect to the ground. The gain is RC by 2 RE, which is half of the earlier configuration. Input resistance Ri is equal to 2 beta AC into Re, and the output resistance R0 is Rc. So now we have talked of all these four configurations of the differential amplifiers. In the next class, we will be talking of operational amplifier and its characteristics. Now, the differential amplifier is the heart of operational amplifier. That is why we have first talk of differential amplifier.